Hey everybody, it's Connor and Keith from the Mean Boys Podcast.
Hey everybody, it's our 50th episode spectacular. We made 50 of this goddamn show.
I know, I am more surprised than anybody, quite frankly.
Yeah, that is baffling. And we just want to say thank you to the fans. All you guys have been listening, whether you just started recently or whether you've been here since episode 1. We genuinely could not do this, would not do this if you guys didn't love it. So thank you for everybody who's reached out and told us that they like the show.
I got to tell you, the people that write in and, talk about like working their way through the back catalog and saying that they listen to the show, while they're, doing whatever in their life that they don't want to do, but they're like, I like listening to the show while I do it. I got to tell you, it means so much to me, I can't even process it. So fucking thank you guys. It's really awesome, and we love you. We shit on you all the time, but that's because, you're just a mirror for ourselves,
Yeah, and I do want to quickly say to the couple Mean Boys fans who I met at the stand in New York, thank you guys for coming up and saying hi. I forgot your names. And if you're the lady in the airport who I awkwardly forced this podcast on today, hi. Thanks for listening. You were kind of cute, and I'm sorry you're going to San Francisco.
Oh my God, this has turned into Keith's missed encounters.
Kind of, yeah. I'll tell you that story later.
Okay, please do.
It's not that good.
But this is our 50th episode. We had first mildly significant person, Tony Hinchcliffe, in the studio.
Yeah.
That was a ton of fun. Tony was great. It was really nice to have him on. And, I think it was a fitting way to kind of, celebrate the show.
Yeah. So just keep enjoying the show. Leave us iTunes reviews. Tell us what you want to hear. Send us more which of the followings. Make sure you save April 18th in your calendars because we're going to be doing a live Mean Boys at Harvell's in Long Beach. And we are very excited about that.
Yes, bring your one friend or social worker
bring your
that show.
Court-appointed guardian.
Yeah. I do like that every podcast tells someone to tell a friend. But for us, that's really not broadening the demographic.
Yeah, just tell the other idiots who are already listening to this show.
Yeah, remind them that we're still making it. I feel like the show is like after the big shakeup. I feel like it's kind of like Whose Line Is It Anywhere? Like, what? That's been going on the CW for 5 seasons? I had no idea.
We are the Aisha Tyler of school shooting jokes.
Indeed, we are. Next week, and just announced, I didn't get to plug this in the show last week because it just came up last minute. I'll be headlining the Comedy Spot in Scottsdale, Arizona, from March 16th to March 18th. I would love to see some Mean Boys fans. I'll hang out with you and go to your weird shack that you drink at or whatever afterwards, and we'll have a good old time. So come to those shows. Go on my website, comicsbad.com, for tickets. But
and then April 20th, if you're in the Seattle area, I'm going to be on the Gateway show. It's a big old theater situation where I'm going to be very stoned and telling jokes to celebrate 420. So come hang out.
And Keith sucks at being high, so it's going to be
a disaster. If you want to see me get naked and for sure do Karnak, come to this show because it's going to be a lot of people and they're paying me too much money, and I'm going to embarrass myself.
Sure will. All right, guys, that's enough of us. Please enjoy this episode, and here's the 50 more with you guys. Cheers, gang.
Mazel tov.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mean Boys Podcast. God is dead and hope is a lie. I'm Connor McSpadden.
I'm Keith Carey.
And I'm
a knobby-kneed scoundrel.
Oh, you little bastards.
Welcome Tony Hinchcliffe to the show. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you guys? I love you.
For the listeners who don't know, we've been mocking Tony's knobby knees for many months since we worked together and had the misfortune of seeing him in shorts.
It's true.
Yeah, it's tough.
I didn't even know I had knobby knees. It was something about me that's never been roasted since I always wear pants out at comedy clubs and in public. But you guys,
Tony is not the Gabriel Iglesias of nihilist humor.
Oh,
it is the only time I've ever seen you like mildly offended.
Oh yeah, no.
I've seen you called a faggot hundreds of times.
Well, I mean that's
Unfazed.
always the thing.
Knobby knees shook you to your core.
You're like,
Yeah.
hey, we're friends here.
Yeah.
Whoa,
How about
man,
you guys sandwiches?
There are things you don't joke about.
I learned that from the great Jeff Ross a long time ago. Something that he always says is like,
Oh wait,
people.
sorry. 45 seconds. First name drop of the show. Anyway, continue.
Well, I mean, I work with a bunch of professionals, guys. I know you guys are here in your fucking mousetrap. But
I'll have you know, we caught the mouse last week.
There's going to be names that I
mousetraps.
drop when I'm talking about what I do in my normal life, because that's what I do in my normal life. Anyway, he always said, people get offended if you make fun of the thing that they don't think you're going to make fun of. Like when I was first touring with him, he took me on the road. We did all these theaters, and I was just, this pup, like, it was overwhelming. Exactly. And so, like, if a chick had her tits out with, like, big hair, if he wanted to go hard, if she was like, if the lady was unlikable, he'd make fun of her nose. And you would see like her jaw drop and like it gets super real because you take the knobby knees approach of like she's not used to that. Maybe she doesn't even know there's something. Maybe there's nothing even wrong with her nose.
Yeah.
And it's just,
But now she's going to wonder forever what's wrong with my nose.
And that's always the funnier thing to make fun of somebody about. Like the knobby knees is funnier than, me seeming gay or, me
I don't know where this idea
having
is
an
coming from.
ego or anything like that. The other things that I could be perceived as very easily.
Just the fact that your knees look like a miniature version of your face.
Well, it's true. They both have chins.
Just angular and
ears on both
All right, stop
sides.
humble bragging in front of Keith.
We get it. You have knees.
And
not just
a functional neck.
Yeah, and not just loose pudding where your joints should be. La-di-da.
And not some
Did
kind
Jeff
of-
Ross buy you a skeleton? Congratulations.
I'm sorry, I can't afford your big Hollywood cigarette cartilage. All right, I've got to hobble around on these weird jelly bags.
I love that Keith thinks that someone has to buy you a skeleton, that's how you get healthy. That eventually somebody comes around and goes, "Hey, kid, you want a skeleton?"
No, you just got to buddy up.
skeleton, man.
You buddy up with a skeleton for a few months, then he comes and does your podcast.
That's it. Wait a second.
I'm the skeleton.
All right, guys, we're all fired up. Let's get into the Mexican joke off.
Ay, so topical.
I'll take us away this week. A beloved El Salvadorian hippo named Gustavito has been bludgeoned to death in his zoo enclosure by pranksters. Inspired by the Dicks Out for Harambe campaign, South American animal lovers are showing love by taking out their pitos for Gustavito.
I just am amazed that didn't end up being a me joke.
Yeah, you know what?
I saw a hippo beaten to death, and I'm like, this is not going to go well for me.
Yeah, I saw your spidey sense was tingling.
Yeah. All right, I'll go next. Kellyanne Conway was photographed sitting with her feet on the sofa in the Oval Office. Secret Service agents immediately sprayed her with the squirt bottle, and she is currently chained up in the backyard with Ben Carson.
Oh.
He didn't even do nothing wrong. That's just where they keep him.
Wow.
I didn't say it was good.
Good Lord, Ben Carson. Is it because he's black?
Yeah, you get it. That's like where they go.
Context clues, buddy.
I'm
Keep up.
excited about this. Okay, so this week at Mardi Gras, a truck ran over 25 people. In other news, I got a bunch of free beads without having to take my shirt off.
Just a blood-soaked handful of titty beads. Like the shittiest pirate.
Oh, yeah, Tony lifted up his cool-outs and flashed his knees and got a lot of beads for that.
Damn, that's some knobby titties.
I showed my knees, and then I had to throw the beads at people. They just took the beads from me.
And your wallet. They're
Yeah.
like, nah, you're done.
Something funny about Tony wearing Peggy Hill cool-outs. I feel like it would actually be a pretty good look for you.
Or just like a pair of like big old Jinko shorts.
Ooh, yeah, like some fucking Limp Bizkit era, like fucking
That'd be
chants.
so good.
All right, well, we have a makeover to get to after the show. Let's fire through this. Rachel Dolezal has admitted that she hasn't been able to find a job since resigning from the Spokane chapter of the NAACP. Dolezal reports that she's near homelessness in light of her inability to find work, but is really enjoying the authentic African American experience.
Yeah, you black now, girl.
Is she really? She was 100% white, huh?
She was like mad.
Yeah,
white.
mad white.
Isn't it
like
crazy?
farm-ass white.
Because I feel like a lot of people have been doing those DNA tests lately, and pretty much a lot of people find out you're like 7% black. Like it's just like sort of in our blood. Like a ton of people are blacker than you thought, but she's got like nothing. That's sort
I mean,
of
was
sucks.
she like? She looked blackish though. Was she like spray painting it on, or like? What
Yeah,
the
she was
deal?
like tanning, and then she would just kind of like, like fuck up her hair.
That's also. It seemed like from everything I read about her, was like she did pretty good work with the NAACP. Like maybe just leave her in there. Just like everybody be cool about this one.
Yeah, let her be the Jackie Robinson of that shit.
Yeah. This will probably go over well with the internet. Like, hey, let the white lady run the NAACP.
Yeah, you leave Nappy Robinson alone.
Oh, Jesus.
He was nappy.
Speaking of DNA, a recent DNA scan of Subway's chicken found that it is less than 50% actual chicken. Speaking of white bread padding out a little substance with a lot of filler, check out Connor McSpadden this weekend at the Holiday Inn in Victorville.
Tickets on sale now. I think there's still a few available if you act fast, gang.
I love that the Holiday Inn in Victorville is not even a joke.
Oh, no, I'm rocking that spot regularly, guys.
Really? Holiday Inn in Victorville?
Yeah, bro.
Who books that?
I assume a tumbleweed. I don't know exactly. It all goes through my agent.
Does that give you enough money to pay for gas?
Oh, yeah. And then I just go, it's, on the way to I'll go see my parents and my family or whatever, and then,
Wow, you live up there.
No,
You're from there?
I'm from kind of on the way, like
Wow.
Ontario.
That's scary.
I know.
I don't know if you guys...
We work up the courage to ask one mildly famous person to come to our home and do this, and then we just highlight our
failings,
our horrifying careers. Anyway,
I love it like that.
Yeah.
I've done horrendous gigs. I performed at a Holiday Inn in Modesto before. That's like a 6-hour drive, right?
Oh,
That's
I
like 5 or 6
just
hours.
did a gig in Modesto
5 hours?
like 2
I don't
weeks
know about
ago.
this Holiday Inn comedy circuit.
Yeah. It
Well,
was
there's hotels, motels.
Yeah, the worst is that I legitimately want to get booked at the Holiday Inn in Victorville. Like, that sounds like a decent gig. At least you got it.
Yeah.
in that gig that I did, Holiday Inn in Modesto, I was opening up for Sam Tripoli. Is that a name drop? Anyway, but it
You
was
dropped the name and then it yo-yoed back into your hand.
it was literally my first gig opening, even before La Jolla. Like, it was my true first opening gig. So I was just happy to be sitting shotgun and going up before this hilarious guy.
Right.
And so on the way there, I remember I go, hey, what is this that we're doing anyway? You know what I mean? Like, is this anything crazy? And he goes, it's a Holiday Inn in Modesto, and it's for all the owners of 7-Elevens around the world. And I'm like, haha, that's funny. You know, I'm
What
like,
are we
but
actually doing?
I'm too shy at the time to literally go, no, but you're just kidding, right? So I thought he was totally just kidding. It sounded like a joke.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was. It was the hardest, most ridiculous bombing I've ever had in my entire life.
They didn't thank you or ask you to come again?
It
All
was.
right, I'm sorry, guys.
Right. No, they didn't. They loved Sam, though. They could sense his Armenian. But
One of us.
back to the Mexican choke-off.
Yes,
right?
hit it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard this, but I found this out recently.
Have you heard this? Have you read about this?
I just found this out.
Okay, gay Leno.
5 David Lovingman. All right.
Homonin O'Brien.
Oh, Brian. This week, in fact, just I believe yesterday, the former host of The Biggest Loser had a heart attack. Yeah, turns out he was super vain.
Ooh.
I just want you to sit in how not good that was.
Yeah.
Like a vein in a heart.
Okay, yeah, it's like I knew it was bad. I think that like that kind
Tony
of
just got booked at the Holiday Inn in Victorville.
Did you just get bumped? I like it. I'm proud of that.
Okay. Well,
You don't even get the free continental
That was
breakfast.
the last
when
one.
you play there.
That was the last one I wrote right before the show started.
That was
guys.
the one you were all excited about?
That was
Okay.
excited about the first one. It's
Okay,
not going to
good.
get any better than that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so excited now. All right, you're up.
A set of 3-year-old twins in India have drowned in a washing machine when their mother stepped out to buy detergent. Authorities say they don't suspect foul play, but the family still has a lot of dirty laundry.
Mexican joke-off showdown. 2 children drowned in a washing machine in India. Their bodies were washed up and useless, a condition commonly known as Hinchcliffe-itis. How dare you?
This
swine.
week, this week at the Oscars, the winner for Best Picture was mispronounced, and a bunch of people that made a big gay movie went on stage, and they ended up announcing that a movie about 2 gay black men ended up winning. So the white gay guys left, and the gay black guys came on stage. In other news, the Oscars were filmed this week in Keith Carey's asshole. You son of a bitch!
That's fair. The moonlight doesn't shine down there.
Oh, well done.
Neither does the sunshine. Nothing gets down there.
Not even soap. A samba school's float in the Rio de Janeiro parade has collapsed, injuring 11 children. A cultural representative of the historic event said in a statement, "Here in Rio, kids are bleeding in the sand."
I love when you sing.
Yeah, I should have just sang the end of that super vain joke for The Biggest
It's
Loser.
always
That's
a good
the-
move when
yeah.
it's not, structurally sound.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is terrible. Save it with cadence. All right. Muhammad Ali's son was detained at an airport by security personnel. He attempted to float like a butterfly and received a sting from a TSA taser. Not all winners. Newark County landfill.
Did you guys vote for Donald Trump?
We did not. Keith
We
did not
voted for
vote.
Karnak the Blood Feaster.
Yeah.
As our fans know.
I didn't vote for Trump either. I left that part blank. But I voted yes for the legalization of marijuana, and for the porn condom law, I wrote in Gary Johnson. Gary Johnson.
Johnson is, the popular colloquialism for a penis.
Yeah, I got it. He's the singing Gary Johnson. I like the idea that Gary Johnson just sat up in bed somewhere and is just like, they remember.
Speaking of Gary Johnson, catch Keith and Connor headlining a Howard Johnson in Temecula.
Everyone knows the Comfort Inn is in Temecula. The Hojo's
in 2019.
They book really
2
far
more
out.
years of work.
Pay your dues, boys.
We'll get there someday. All right. A family in Hartford, Connecticut was paid $885,000 after their dog was killed by police. In light of the news, the citizens of Hartford are dressing their dogs in hoodies full of Skitties and iced tea. Skittles. Skitties. Skitty, I think it's a Pokemon.
Skitties feels like a name of a dog.
Yeah, Skitties?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Donald Trump has severely limited the organizations allowed to attend White House press briefings. Among those that made the cut are highlights for kids, a fortune cookie, and a picture of an expensive boat.
Wait, there's another one? Didn't we do 5?
That's 4.
I think this is 5.
Oh, this
has to be.
Yeah, so this is your last
yeah,
one.
this will be the last
Which
one.
one didn't I do then? Oh, I gotcha. A couple weeks ago, maybe it was a few weeks ago now, the women all marched. Millions of women marched. How topical are these always? Super topical, right?
No, you're good.
I do not write monologue
This was a
jokes.
current event at one point.
The
These
women,
jokes were
they,
all
marched.
written specifically for this show, by
This
the
is
way.
when he had
You
left
haters
over
out
from
there.
the 1960s.
But the stats just came in today. The stats just came in today. Over 8 million women marched in all major cities that day. And it's official as of today. There were 0 car accidents that day for the first time ever. I love you guys.
These broads, they can't drive.
Exactly.
I tell you.
They need to maybe parallel park protests next time. Learn it all at once.
It was hard because 4 million were complaining it was too cold, and the other 4 million were complaining it was too hot.
And none of them could get abortions anymore.
Women, their bodies suck.
Yeah. That's a whole thing, right?
No, well, Tony should be able to relate to him then.
Well, we know Keith can because he bleeds from open wounds once a month. I shouldn't have said open wounds. I should have just said
It's more
your dick.
often than that.
I should have just said your dick bleeds once a month.
Hey, it's scabbed over.
Yeah, that's how I have a fine crust over the tip. It's building up like what's that the geyser at Yellowstone that like erupts every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
got
get
like a creme brulee type film over the top of it.
God damn it!
It's like a little
Anyway,
calzone.
check out the GoFundMe page for Keith's half a tooth. Still going strong.
It's back at a 0 tooth.
Do you have
yeah.
a half a tooth?
No, I had one break in half, but I had to get it
yeah.
removed. So I got it.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a thing. That
Literally
happens.
never heard of a tooth breaking in half.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I have. I've had 2 teeth break in half. It happens.
Are you really?
What?
Oh, yeah. Teeth break, man.
Yeah.
They break. One time it was a little
Tony gets it.
scooter accident, and other one it was a headbutt from a pal.
Okay.
Mine broke while I was
he
brushing it.
Brushing his teeth.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You're just completely unhealthy. Huge.
You're not
huge-
wrong.
You have huge calcium issues, even though it looks like you produce milk. So it's very bizarre.
The Mean Boys will be right back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Scenic Some Fucking Park. I'm Connor McSpadden.
I'm Keith Carey, and this is the Mean Boys Company Picnic.
That's right, the little show that could but really shouldn't have has made it to 50 episodes.
And we couldn't have done it without you, our legion of 3 memorable characters and a bunch of shitty other ones.
So have fun, eat, drink, and terrorize the Latino family trying to celebrate their kid's birthday party on the other side of the park.
We declare this picnic open.
All right, McGilly, this is what I'm talking about. I haven't seen a party this crazy since the Libertarians.
Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Hey, I told you not to call me that. Just call me Bill, or Billy, or Big Papa Party Pig.
Yes, of course. Sorry, Big Papa Party Pig.
That's better. Now hold my drink. I'm going bobbing for assholes.
Do you mean apples?
I know what I said.
Hey everybody, it's me, the Taco Monster. I drove here in my carne, and I'm so excited to meet ya. Rutabaga Roger, I've heard so much about you. Oh wait, did I say queso already? Fuck.
Hold it right there, Jose. Heard we're one of them illegals running around these parts. You got your papers on you?
Who needs papers? We're all amigos here. This party is fantastic.
Knock that shit off.
Hey man, you smell great. Did you just start using a new kind of soap?
I mean it now. This is your last warning.
Okay, no more puns. Hey, do you want a churro? I mean, they're delicious and all, but I mean, they're so high in cholesterol. Son of a bitch!
Whoa, we're back. You're listening to Fartmeister and the Spaz, broadcasting live from the Mean Boys Company Picnic.
That's right. Fartmeister's moved up to the hostbot since Dina moved away to live on that farm upstate with Edgar Mortaro, Worthington, Fagamemnon, Dad Carlin, and references to foods that haven't been popular since before schools were integrated.
Man, this picnic sure would have been awesome like 2 months ago. But we got a special guest joining us in the booth. Please welcome The Void.
Ah, that's right. Fartmeister, hit him with a wet one.
Oh boy, what a scoop for the Snuffington Post this is. All the greats are here. I even passed Ramsey Badawi sitting outside the picnic, smoking a cigarette, and yet still being referred to as a picnic producer for an inordinately long period of time. They've even got those fellas from Death Grips making balloon animals for the kids.
See this? First, it's a balloon. Now I twist it. It's a pony.
That's right. There's only one company that could have put on the Mean Boys Company Picnic, and it's Twisted Nerve Productions. Bring out the old-timey checker blankets and hold on to your dicks, because we're gonna picnic them the fuck off. Check out the Mexican cook-off. We've got a snack table that will kill your mom and fuck your dad. Our eggs aren't deviled, they're Sataned. 3 kinds of cake, 10 kinds of chips. You want a LaCroix? You got LaCroix. Lemon, peach, and motherfucking pamplemousse. Hot dogs, hamburgers, ribs. If it used to be alive, we took out its blood and replaced it with flavor juice. Looking for a veggie burger? Go to Portland, faggot. We've even got games. All right, you fucking goofs. Step right up to Mark Malloy's Guess Your Bullshit booth. I'm currently between jobs as an amateur pornographer and the guy who kills the horses when they're not strong enough to work at petting zoos no more. But today I'm doing carnival shit. Write your weight down, and I'll try to guess it. Not you, fat girl in the stripes. Can't have you ham boning in and taking up all the zeros for the rest of us. All right, now do the same thing, but with your social security number. It's going to be fucking great. Hey, fuck you. Get back here. We gotta go. The three-legged race is about to start. It's going to be insane. Who the fuck are you? I'm Crazy Carl from Crazy Carl's Auto Shack from the very first episode. Yeah, nobody remembers or cares. These savings are insane. Oh, my God. Kill yourself. All right, gentlemen, it's time for the finals of the three-legged race.
Dude, we're gonna wreck this guy's shit.
Indeed, Tyler. His shit shall surely be wrecked. Future generations will look upon his shit, and so vast will its wreckage be that they will weep themselves to blindness.
Yeah, I don't know why that spooky goat monster and that kid are tied together. Are their legs gay for each other or something? Yeah, I thought this was a three-legged race, so I brought this leg. Yeah, I don't know whose it is. I find a lot of limbs. What are we doing? Oh, okay, we're killing birds. Yeah, guns are good for that. But I like using my fists. They're like guns that are made out of your bones.
We have won! Lowly picnic, kneel before the glory of Karnak. Bring me a cask of your finest wine and a bunch of whippets for Tyler.
Fuck yeah. You're the best dad ever, Karnak.
Well, this picnic was the perfect tribute to this show.
Yep, self-indulgent to the point of being incoherent, but we're having fun, so go fuck yourself, it's free.
Here's to 50 more. And remember, everybody, kill yourself, Ryan Colby. The Mean Boys podcast is back with a special game that we've designed just for our friend Tony Hinchcliffe. This is IMDb Shuffleboard. Normally on the show we play a game called Twitter Shuffleboard, where we'll guess we'll take a famous person from Twitter, like a weird one, and then we'll try and guess how many Twitter followers they have, and like higher or lower. Today we're doing it with the Netflix special One Shot by Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh, fuck.
Currently has a ranking of 6.1 on IMDb.
What does it go up to? 6.2?
It goes up to a bunch more than 6.1. And so today's game
Is it like
pretty...
Rotten Tomatoes? It doesn't go to 100, does it?
Not quite. That goes to 10. But I have
the Richter scale in Keith's room hit a 6.2. Get it together, man.
Richter scale on your bed.
I was actually covered in Rotten Tomatoes at the end of my special.
Oh, dear. Oh, Brian.
God, how come I never came up with that during the live roast battle while people make fun of my special every week?
Yeah, well, nobody listens to the show, so save it for tonight.
Yeah, catch that one blatantly tonight, shoehorned into some point of...
Yeah, I also have a special, and I was, I like self-deprecating, like trying to be like fun.
Really
like,
Wait, aren't you headlining tonight's roast battle?
We're taping this a week out in advance, but yeah, I'll be. I don't know if I'm going last, but I'm doing it.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
I think you guys are going last.
Oh, okay, shit.
I can't imagine you're not.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a tough follow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's humiliate our friend.
All right, so this is simple. I'm going to read some other motion pictures from throughout cinema history, and you have to tell me if they were ranked higher or lower than Tony Angelo's
I love this.
The first film, higher or lower than Tony's Netflix special, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Oh, well, I mean, come on, baby. Please tell me that has a lower ranking than my special.
Tony's saying lower?
I gotta say, I'm gonna say lower.
One Shot is 6.1, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 6.7.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, it hurts.
Oh man,
Oh, God, it hurts. No.
Up number 2, the Carrot
angered a
Top.
lot of the same people. I feel.
You
Up number two.
bastard. Are any of these things going to be lower than my special?
We'll find out. Up number 2, the Carrot Top motion picture, Chairman of the Board.
Oh, God, this hurts, Keith. This game hurts. This is a lose-lose scenario here, but I'm going to stay, you know me, I'm going to back me all the way. I'm going to go lower.
Going lower.
Carrot Top, by the way, while I say that, let me tell you this. Carrot Top called me a genius. I never called Carrot Top a genius. He saw me at the Hollywood Improv a few months ago headline. For some reason, Carrot Top was there. He comes up to me after my show, tells me I'm a genius. So either way, whether it's higher or lower, Carrot Top called me a genius. Connor, higher or lower?
I feel really bad right now because one time Gallagher said I was a hack. In Temecula. That happened.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He said, "Yeah, you seem like a really bad comedian." I was like, "This has got to mean I'm an amazing comedian."
Jesus, man. Normally when he's smashing a fruit, it's in front of the audience.
I had to cover myself in saran wrap. It was a whole deal.
Does that make up for that vein joke that I did?
Sure
earlier?
does.
Oh, okay,
100%. I gotta say lower. There's no way. Carrot Top has never been a critical darling. At
The
any point
correct
in his
answer
career.
is lower. Chairman of the Board, 2.8.
Oh, wow. Very good. I'm excited. That makes me wonder, like, how many times did Ben Affleck vote for Batman versus Superman to,
Well, you also just shit on the only comedian that I guess respects you, which I don't think is a really.
Speaking of which, number 3, Pearl Harbor. The infamous Ben Affleck bomb.
I'm about to say the concept or the movie because I feel like both might rank higher. No, I'm
I
kidding.
feel like I bombed harder, but I'm gonna go with I think Pearl Harbor has a higher ranking. than me.
both movies begin with strafing Asians in the front row.
That is true.
That's an
It's a
amazing
good reference.
I watched it the other night. You know, I enjoyed it a lot.
Higher or lower?
I'm gonna say lower.
Trick question, tied.
Whoa!
Your special is exactly as enjoyable as Pearl Harbor.
Well, it says, okay, that's one way of putting it, I guess. If you go off
The point of this is to make you feel bad.
IMDb off of how enjoyable something is. I mean, that's a drama. Mine's a comedy, but I guess all right.
Same amount of laughs,
I
though.
see-
All right.
I see what you're saying.
Next,
Oh, God.
next up, the infamously racist film Birth of a Nation, which depicts the Ku Klux Klan as heroes that save America.
A lot of similar themes.
I mean, I'm guessing that doesn't have... I mean, this is almost like a trick question because I want to say that has a 6-pointed star. Birth of a Nation. A lot of the same bullet points in both. I'm gonna go with Birth of a Nation is lower.
I'm gonna say lower as well.
The correct answer is higher, 6.7.
Oh, Jesus God. I need to get my life together.
All right.
My debut special is not what I thought it was going to be at
To
all.
be fair, it's hard to get a lynching scene in the ice house. Just there's physical constraints filming wise.
We got 3 more. 3 more.
Jesus.
First one, Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh, God. Of course this is going to have a good ranking, man, because it's hilarious. You know, this is what people watch when they're, when they want to have fun, unlike my special. So I'm going to go with that's actually higher.
What is this movie?
In fact, I almost...
Are you familiar with the movies, the Leprechaun movies?
Oh, is that the other midget?
It's about an evil leprechaun,
Uh-huh.
and then Leprechaun in the Hood is one where he goes to the hood.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. But it's sort of a cult classic. Like, they'll play it at theaters and stuff. Really fun to go to because it's so fucking obnoxious. Like, oh, get that little shit away from me.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what
pretty.
I mean? Like,
It's not quite as good as Leprechaun in Space.
Leprechaun in the Hood also
true?
describes.
Leprechaun in Space is amazing. At one point, like a spaceman is peeing on an asteroid for some reason, and the leprechaun shoots magic up his dick hole. It's a bananas movie.
Oh, well, Leprechaun in the Hood also describes the beginning of my career, so I'm going to say it's higher.
Leprechaun in the Hood is also what I call my penis. It is lower, 3.6.
Oh,
wow.
Hey, buddy.
All right, next one.
It sort of almost hurts me more to find out that Leprechaun in the Hood and Carrot Top's thing are that low because it almost makes the scale truly more legitimate. Whereas normally when looking at anything, like the stars on anything,
Yeah, no, I
it's
play
like,
them specifically
to really hurt me.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Well,
there
and
you go.
but the Leprechaun did call you a genius at Flappers once. So
I like the idea that there's like Rocky Horror Picture Show screenings of One Shot in the future. Like everyone dresses up in cardigans.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm in on that.
That'd be fun.
all right, the only other comedy special on this list: Jeff Dunham arguing with myself.
Oh, you bastard. Good God. I mean, my soul is gone. But, Jeff Dunham, I have to say that would be higher than my special.
I think it wasn't popular to poo-poo Jeff Dunham, until like a few years. I feel like when it came out, I don't think there was the backlash.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say higher because I think it was one of the early ones. Dunham's early work.
The correct answer is higher. Tony 6.1, Jeff Dunham 8.1.
See,
2-point bump.
Now that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, that's
just like I was saying earlier about how bad stuff being bad hurts, like bad stuff being good. But either way, my special isn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be.
And the last one.
This wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to get
you're
real.
making this way less fun than it needs to be.
I already got paid. Thank you, Netflix.
Fair enough.
That's all good.
Last one, my personal favorite. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Okay, there's just
Misa open for Joe Rogan.
I love that, so I won't have to drop that name earlier or later. I'm gonna go with that is higher than my special. It's a better movie. It's a better production. That's like millions of dollars.
I don't think it was that hated when it came out. I'm going to say it's higher.
The correct answer is higher, 6.7.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't keeping score, but the important thing is Tony lost.
Let's all take a moment of solemn reflection and
and enjoy Tony's special. No, it actually is good.
It's streaming now on Netflix. So
yeah, I don't want to be a but I feel like R. Kelly produced better streaming content.
oh, you son of a bitch.
There it is. Mean Boys will be right back after this.
And now, another exciting installment in the thrilling escapades of Bill Clinton and the head of his Secret Service detail, Agent McGilly. Put that out on your pussy lips and deny it under oath.
Damn it, McGilly. Hillary's been so down since the election. We've got to do something.
You mean like civic activism and using your national status to promote ideas for a better America?
McGilly, the only America I give a hot fuck about is Ferrera and her chunkier Ugly Betty days.
Ah, yes, I see. So you just feel bad for the woman you love.
Not really. I just can't get her out of the goddamn house, McGilly. And they're dealing with a mongoose infestation on Secretary Island, so I've been cooped up with this old bag for months.
I see, sir.
Did you know The View is 3 hours long? I know that. Did you know you can record the talk at the same time The View is on and then watch it later? Billy knows.
So what are you suggesting we do, sir?
You'll see. Just fuel up the Bubblecopter and set course for Nevada.
I see. Vegas again, sir?
Better.
Sir, we've been flying for hours. Where are we headed?
Area 51.
But if they see a craft in their airspace unannounced, they'll act with lethal force. We've got to divert this. This is too dangerous.
Don't worry about that, McGilly. The guy who works the guard tower is an old drinking buddy, and he'll recognize the horn.
Well, if you're sure, boss.
Crystal sure. Now take her down behind this barbed wire fence.
Oh my God, sir. Is that an alien? He's got green skin and big black eyes, just like in the movies.
This son of a bitch is more than just an alien. He's also the hard-drinkingest, skirt-chasingest son of a bitch this side of the Philippines since W got sober. What's up, Pedro?
¿Qué tal, jefe?
Not a mucho extra testicle.
Wow, I didn't expect him to sound like that. Yeah, fool. You know how you live in the Milky Way? Yes. Well, I'm from the Orale Way. You know, from the gas giant planet. Stupider. Yo, you stop at Area 69 in Vegas on your way out here, Gavron?
Nah, the spearmint rhino off the strip still got my picture up on the wall of shame. And besides, there's no time. Billy's come down with a case of cabin fever, and I'd like to turn that into a stabbing fever, if you know what I mean.
Ah, shit, that's right. The Naraja Diablo won the King contest or whatever, huh? That's fucked up.
You're telling me I keep getting taken thrifting, and there's already too much old shit people didn't want in Billy's home life?
So what can I do for you, dog?
I need to borrow the time machine.
Bro, last time you blacked out at Robert Evans' house, I had to come dig you out of the oil wrestling ring, fool.
I know. I just need to make a quick errand back to the 80s, and I'll bring it right back.
What you gonna do?
Just, kill Donald Trump.
Don't you think that'll, like, fuck up the space-time continuum or whatever?
Maybe.
Okay, but just don't scratch the paint job. I stole my cousin like $2,000 for the detailing. Fucking guy. Hey, just make sure you get it back within the 1 hour time limit or whatever, or you might get trapped in the past forever and shit. I only got enough gas for one trip, so be careful, fool.
You're a lifesaver, Pedro. Let's go, McGilly. I've got to take a life and get mine back.
All right, we should be set to go back to the 80s.
Beautiful. Now just let me punch in the coordinates.
Sir, the clock says 1997. You might want to fix that before we... Whoa!
We're just making a quick pit stop. Woohoo!
The Oval Office, sir?
Shh, don't worry. I'll only be a minute.
All right, Monica. We're alone. Now I'm going to do to you what Newt Gingrich did to my majorities in Congress. God damn it, sir, we don't have time for this. And we have this scenario loaded up in the virtual reality headset at home. Let's go kill Trump and get back to the present before we're trapped here.
Yeah, totally. In a minute. Hey, Billy, how's it hanging?
Well, lazy and nothing crazy, but who are you?
I'm you.
Say something only I would know, so I know this ain't another one of Ross Perot's pranks.
Christmas Vacation is the funniest movie ever made.
Everybody knows that.
You and Hillary have only had sex twice. Once, when you lost a game of Flip Cup to Barbara Bush, and again to create Chelsea to use as a pawn on your political chessboard.
True, but easily assumed. Keep going.
You cry after every time.
All right, I believe you. Pedro give you a ride here?
Sure did.
Let me guess, Hillary lost.
Yep.
Won't leave the house.
Yes, indeed.
Watching Ricky Lake all day.
It's called The View now, but yes, sirree.
Going back in town to kill the guy who won.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I love my style. And you're here to have that threesome we've been fantasizing about since we saw that movie Multiplicity with Michael Keaton.
Hell yeah.
Sir, we're wasting time. We have to get back to the future. Yeah, Doc Brown, whatever. I only have one question.
Shoot.
Isn't this kind of gay?
That depends on what the definition of jizz is.
All right, don't ask, don't tell. Let's get frisky.
Was anyone going to ask how I felt about any of this?
Probably not.
Gingrich!
Hello, Mr. Presidents. Will Bill Clinton make it back to the future in time? Will he kill Donald Trump? What is Newt Gingrich doing here? Find out on the next thrilling installment of Clinton and McGilly.
And the Mean Boys podcast is back. We close out the show this week as we do every week with a round of our favorite game, Which of the Following?
Yeah.
This week's Which of the Following topic, we are playing with things that have been done by legendary author / drug enthusiast Hunter S. Thompson. Famous for the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. The man lived an insane life. So we're going to go through some of the craziest shit that he has ever done.
Like us, a chain-smoking human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike us, I think maybe the devil after doing more research. So there are a few rounds here. Round number 1, which of the following is not something Hunter S. Thompson really did? Number 1, left an elk's heart on Jack Nicholson's doorstep. Number 2, secretly dosed Lorne Michaels with LSD. Number 3, asked Johnny Depp to light him a cigarette in a room filled with dynamite. And number 4, nearly drowned Bill Murray during a failed attempt to recreate the works of Harry Houdini.
Ooh, my
Damn.
God. I mean, his SNL audition still went better than Tony's did, so...
Oh, I never had an SNL audition.
We know.
But Lorne Michaels did once nothing.
He said I was great at the Holiday Inn picture.
Yeah, he said Carrot Top, spoke highly of me.
We all know Lorne Michaels has his finger on the pulse right now. So that's an interesting one because wow, you've obviously really gotten good at this thing. Mm-hmm. Like you're good at this because it's well disguised. I grew up on Howard Stern and they used to do something sort of like this, and I feel like this is a tough one. But I'd have to. I mean, it seems like leaving an L card on Jack Nicholson's doorstep seems baller as fuck. Seems like something like I would do to like you guys if I was driving through the neighborhood and had an L cart.
That seems like a not to bring it back to this, but like a Joe Rogan Nature Box thing where it's like
I just take
artisanal elk meat.
4
delivered
weird
to your
mystery
door.
pills. I eat an elk cart and I lift a car, and then I'm ready to be a comedian for some reason.
I drink a
And
cucumber somehow.
It all makes sense.
Completed my transformation into a thumb.
I'm gonna say the Lord Michaels LSD one.
Okay.
I think that raised a red flag for some reason.
That does make sense. For some reason, I'm going to say because it seems too easy almost, I'm going to say that he didn't have to light Johnny Depp's cigarette or offer or ask or whatever in the room full of dynamite. The Johnny Depp thing almost seems too spot on.
Excellent. The correct answer is B. He did not secretly dose Lorne Michaels with LSD.
Yeah, He's friends with Johnny
Johnny
Depp.
Depp lived in his house for like 6 months when they were prepping for that movie.
Johnny Depp was.
Hunter Thompson shaved his head to do Fear and Loathing.
He was his Tom Goss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, how do you like that?
That's why I thought it wasn't. But okay.
Yeah, no,
now I got sort of a feeling for how.
All right, cool. Round number 2. Which of the following did Hunter S. Thompson not do? A. Attempted to smuggle a hallucinogenic toad past U.S. Customs. B. Assaulted Keith Richards with a recording of the sound of 100 dying pigs. C. Purchased cocaine with a personal check in the amount of $2 million. And D. Invented a sport called shotgun golf.
Oh God.
He definitely invented shotgun golf, I feel like. That sounds super Hunter S. Thompson. $2 million for a check. Sounds sort of crazy, but I could also see how it's so, such a cool thing that you could almost get away with it. Like, people they'll never fucking know that it's for cocaine or whatever,
Get pretty good Hunter S. Thompson time.
What was the first one again?
Attempted to smuggle a hallucinogenic toad past U.S. Customs.
Didn't know you knew Hunter S. Thompson, Keith.
Yeah. Where did he try to hide you at?
No, if you lick me, you just regret every choice that led you to licking me.
Yeah.
If you look Keith, then you're probably going to make a mess in my bed when I'm out of town.
Right.
I think that girl might listen to this podcast, by the way, so I apologize if you do.
No.
If you lick Keith, you will trip because your knobby knees will give out. All right. It's a tripping joke.
I like that.
I'm going to say the toad. The toad is the most mild one, and I think that was an attempt to throw us off.
I normally would agree with you, but I don't want to do the same one as you on these. So instead, I'm going to pick the $2 million check for cocaine.
Excellent guess. The correct answer is A. He did not attempt to smuggle a toad past U.S. Customs.
Oh, Ben, I'm really fucking...
You're doing well.
Tortured white guys, with substance abuse problems. I just get them.
Usually Connor does poorly at this, so I'm actually surprised how well he's done so far. Let's see how this one goes. Round number 3. Which of the following did Hunter S. Thompson not do? A. Robbed the same gas station 3 nights in a row. B. Teamed up with
John... Could also be, which of the following did Keith's mom not actually do?
Fair enough. B. Teamed up with John Cusack to steal the car of Eagles singer Don Henley. C. Spit a fireball directly into the face of Rolling Stone founder Jan Wenner. Or D. Attempted to perform a satanic ritual at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh, man.
Fuck. Listening to this makes me feel like I just haven't lived a life at all.
Yeah, it really makes you feel like a bum. You're like, oh, one time I did cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, all right, whatever.
All right, cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's an interesting one. They definitely did the satanic ritual. He had to do that. I'm going to say that he did not.
Is Hunter S. Thompson requesting a late checkout?
Any room service and more bleach than you have.
I just can't imagine him trying to rob the same gas station 3 nights in a row. That seems.
I also don't know what financial position he'd be in where he would need to rob a gas station. But that one is so fantastical, I feel like it has to be real.
Yeah.
What were B and C?
B was teamed up with John Cusack to steal the car of Eagles singer Don Henley.
Yeah.
And C was spit a fireball directly into the face of Rolling Stone founder Jan Wenner.
These names,
all
specific
of those
names.
seem so specific that it's really hard. What was the last one more time?
Attempted to perform a satanic ritual at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Now it almost seems like that's the one. I'm going to go with that because it seems like that's too easy.
You know what? I'm going to go A. I'm going to go A again.
The correct answer is D. Attempted to perform a satanic ritual at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh.
The robbing the gas station. Well, a little bit of a trick because he did that before he was famous. That was when he was 16 years old.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn, Tony, right back in this thing.
Yeah, nice.
Damn.
Round number 4, which of the following did Hunter S. Thompson not do? A, set fire to several yachts at a prestigious boating race. B, fired a mortar shell into a KKK rally. C, owned an alcoholic monkey that committed suicide. And D, stole a set of antlers previously owned by Ernest Hemingway.
I mean, you don't shoot into a KKK crowd if you own a monkey. It's very contradictory. So those two cancel each other out. What was the fourth one again?
The fourth one was stole a set of antlers previously owned by Ernest Hemingway.
Huh.
Tony really is like a human antler. He's just all angles and
It's true.
ivory skin.
It's true. And all right, I got nothing for that.
Yeah.
Attached to,
Oh, we're locking horns now.
Welcome to NPR, Mean Boys.
ooh.
Hey guys, coming up next, the story of cufflinks.
8 recipes for tea to make you forget about the Trump administration.
And what was the first one more time?
The first one was set fire to several yachts at a prestigious boating race.
What was the last one?
Stole a set of antlers previously owned by Ernest Hemingway.
I'm going to go with the yachts.
Okay.
I feel like it's the yachts too, but I'm gonna go B.
Fired a mortar shell into a KKK rally.
Yeah.
Connor gets the point.
Yeah.
He did not fire a mortar shell. He has shot at many, many people on many, many occasions. And last but not least, the round 5 is a little different. It's all real or all fake.
Wait, can I ask you one thing? Like,
Yes.
so he didn't shoot the mortar shell at the KKK rally. Was he part of the rally shooting outward?
There was no KKK him involvement that I'm aware of, but I'll have to do more Googling.
I was just curious.
Last one. Are these all real
Who has
or
the
all
tie-dye
fake?
hood? That seems
All right, so this round is all real or all fake. So
Yeah.
before you tell me if they're all real or all fake. A, threw a banana cream pie at Henry Kissinger. B, fired a .45 Magnum at the screen during a showing of The Towering Inferno. C, signed a legally binding contract challenging Elvis Presley to a race around the world. And D, stole a zebra.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, so what's the difference between this one?
This one is,
Oh,
these are either all real or all fake.
Wow. Fuck. Okay.
Stole a zebra.
Stole a zebra.
These are all real.
Grand Theft Zebra. I gotta figure they're all real, too.
The correct answer is these are all fake.
What? Well done.
You wrote all those?
I wrote all those.
Say them one more time.
Just
Threw a banana cream pie at Henry Kissinger.
It's just something you were hungry that one. You were
Fired a
hungry that moment.
.45 Magnum at the screen during a showing of The Towering Inferno.
Towering Inferno.
OJ won an Oscar, so that's what made me think of that. Signed a legally binding contract challenging Elvis Presley to a race around the world.
See, that was the one where I was like, not in 1,000 years could any man come up with that.
Well, he did. And D was simply stole a zebra.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I could believe that he kidnapped Chris Rock, who voiced the zebra in those DreamWorks movies, but actual zebra.
I like that
stuff.
we've gone through 2 rounds of this where we compared black people to animals.
Yes.
He voices the animal.
Now that I
understand.
think about
I think
it,
so.
it's pretty much impossible to steal a zebra because you can't steal a zebra.
Well, the zebra is owned by the zoo.
Yeah, but
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like, maybe
Stealing from
in
a
the
zoo is
1800s,
really
you could have
hard.
owned
Think about
half
the
a
things
zebra.
that I just told you he did.
I
Like, is
know.
it that unreasonable?
It sort of is. If you think about it, like a zebra's a fucking zebra, man. Like it's really hard to get away with that.
He lit a bunch of yachts on fire and didn't get arrested. The man was a wizard.
That's impressive. You know, zebras are actually what is it? Black with white stripes, and people think they're white with black stripes. Fun fact for you. I think that's something I read once. That's my version. That's my impression of CNN News. I think that's something.
I just want to stay silent and see how long it'll go.
Oh yeah, no, keep digging. You'll get to China eventually.
No, I know.
Well, that is it for the. Do we have anything in the mailbag?
Oh yeah, we are looking forward to Animal Facts with Tony Hinchcliffe, the new podcast. On,
Oh my god, I want to watch
the
Tony and
Desperate
Tom
Network.
discuss animals.
All right, we got a few things in the mailbag here.
Wait,
Keith,
where did these come from?
just Twitter, people
Twitter,
tweeting us
Facebook,
out.
all
These
that
are mostly just mean shit about us. Keith has 18 roast battles under his belt and about 50 pounds of gunt.
I have 22. Thank you very much.
Someone writes, Connor's dad is in a Kiss tribute band because he wanted something to be embarrassed about other than his gay son's fledgling comedy career. By the way, my dad is working on his smoking Ace Frehley guitar. I will keep the Mean Boys listening audience updated to his progress. He's done a lot of research. Connor looks like he date rapes women in a treehouse. It's not bad at all.
I'll see it.
Someone, saw Tony's coming on the show. Just said he's no Verzi. Shots fired from some Verzi triplets fans.
Oh, son of a bitch! Can I just say, how would Keith get into the treehouse? Like, I mean, date raping a girl.
No, he's the date raper in the treehouse.
Oh, yeah.
How would Keith get in the tree? I mean,
No, forget it.
Hunter S. Thompson always stole that zebra out of his
Well, I assume I would get stuck halfway in the tree. Like
They
the Winnie
said
the
you
Pooh that
seem
I am.
like someone that would date rape someone in a treehouse.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, perfect.
And was he an extra in Harry Potter? Because I don't know who the fuck that is. That's about you. So.
Actually, I was an extra in Harry Potter, so there you go.
He was
Look it
calling
up.
Dean Thomas the N-word.
Yeah.
It's the one black guy in Harry Potter. That's it for the show, I think, this week. Anyone have anything they'd like to plug?
Tony, where can they find you? Thank you for doing the show again, by the way.
Of course.
Thank you for our 50th episode. Spectacular.
Oh, really? Number
Yeah.
50?
This is our 50th,
Oh,
yeah.
that's great. Well, I'm doing number 200 of my podcast on
That's
Monday.
crushing it.
No,
Killing it.
this is what I'm plugging.
Not-
If you're in LA or you're a comedian or whatever's going on, episode 200 of my podcast is on Monday live at the Comedy Store in the main room called Kill Tony. It's a big, crazy live podcast, and that's Kill Tony. And I do stand-up every weekend in different cities, and that's all available at TonyHinchcliffe.com.
Yeah, everyone hates me. I love it. It's awesome.
No, and all joking aside, do check out One Shot on Netflix. It is a good special.
It's a good special.
Bust your nuts about
yeah,
that.
no, Tony's
Thank
you. one of our favorites. One of our, as an evil white man trying to make it in show business, you can't do much better than Tony Hinchcliffe. So it means a lot to us that you came on.
Of course. I love you guys. You guys are two of my favorite top rising young gentlemen in all of the game of comedy, and you guys are absolute beasts, and you guys inspire me, and I love you, and I want to work with you guys forever. So watch. I guarantee it happens.
So I got a couple things to plug. March 25th, I will be at the Nerd Melt showroom at Meltdown Comics doing Set List. So come check that out. And special announcement for all the Mean Boys fans. April 18th, live Mean Boys podcast at Harvell's in Long Beach.
Yeah, underground burlesque club with titty dancers before and after the show. Lots of craziness going on. There'll be some special guests we'll be announcing soon.
Yeah, we have nudity, stand-up, some good old Mean Boys madness, maybe an appearance from Karnak, depending on if we have the budget for it.
Yeah, depending on if Keith ever gets the checks from the TV shows he was on.
Yeah, no.
and pays off his tooth. Next Wednesday, this Wednesday that this comes out, March 8th, I'll be headlining the Ontario Improv at 8 p.m. And that whole weekend from the 9th to the 12th will be at the Golden Spike Comedy Festival in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Nice.
All right, and I think
let's
that's
send
it
it
for this
home.
week.
Fuck everything. God is dead.
See crazy shit and then crazy shit. Oh shit, shit and crazy, 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 shit and crazy.